Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 13 of the final season of The Walking Dead. In the last episode, we saw both Mayor Milton, Governor Milton, whatever, and Hornsby come and visit the various other settlements outside the walls of the Commonwealth to see if they're worth adding into their group, worth giving their protection to, worth extending their resources out to. We visit Alexandria, we visit Oceanside, which honestly I had forgot about for a while because it's been a while since we've actually touched upon them. We visit there for a little bit, and then of course we go to what is left of Hilltop as Maggie and what is left of her people try to rebuild that sanctuary as well. The story of the episode pretty much all starts to hinge about whether or not they can get Maggie to agree to their terms, which in the end of the episode she does not, which I'm sure, depending on how things go from here, is what ends up with the Commonwealth knocking at her door, locked and loaded and ready to go, with Daryl leading the way whenever we kind of got that initial first time jump after the end of the whole Reaper thing. So I'm curious to see where things go from here. Hornsby is not as in control as he thinks he is, and he's definitely had to let off some steam at the end of the episode and is in a little bit of a denial about the way the situation's gone. And it makes me kind of wonder where he's going to go from here. Because he's definitely got his own schemes, his own plans going on, and this was not really part of it. So, I don't know, didn't seem very, definitely didn't end off the episode in a very good mood. Eugene swallows his pride and keeps secret everything he just learned about Hornsby and all of the stuff going on in the Commonwealth when he met with Rosita to talk about what happened with Stephanie. However, he does make amends with Max, and we start to see that relationship maybe start to redevelop, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Ezekiel got his surgery, and we'll have to find out if he comes out of that okay. I'm sure he will, but again, we'll have to wait and see. But guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this episode. And if you're part of the 75% of people that watch these videos and are not subscribed, I really hope that you change your tune and join the channel by the end of this. Hit that subscribe button. Help me out. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really like to see us hit yet another milestone this year. But yeah, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode or any of the others, you can check those out in full length over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, gets you access as well. You just sync up your own footage with the time code, and you see my reaction to the entire episode. You also get that same thing for all the other shows we cover on the channel, movie watch-alongs that are only over there, as well as behind-the-scenes Q&A, stuff like that. It just helps support us, help work towards growing and expanding the types of reactions we do, as well as the quality of these videos. But of course, I know not everybody can do that, and I appreciate everybody that has gone out of their way to do that for us. But of course, I know not everybody can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and helping us with that YouTube algorithm. With that all said and down the way, guys, let's jump into episode 13. Here we go.
Eight to 9.
So, still winning.
You too?
Yeah.
Just
Just talked to Maggie.
Guess she made up her mind too.
Directions to the nearest Commonwealth checkpoint. Troopers left him in case people change their minds.
Yeah, you'll be back though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Got a rider coming.
Who the hell is this guy? I don't know why, but I wouldn't trust it. It looks like the same map or pamphlet that she was holding. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. It seemed too presentational. I mean, he clearly is probably dead. That's not something I'm refuting here, but it seems like orchestrated in a way. This kid was used as like a puppet. I don't know. Could be wrong. It's just a sense I'm getting. Not really much to base it on.
What happened to taking in whoever was in need? Being outnumbered has never stopped you before.
Maybe it should have. So you're not leaving.
I am. I have to help these people first.
Is this gonna get her killed? God damn it. One last mission. 1 week from retirement. Wait a minute, whose name did I just see? I saw Michael Bean's name in there.
What do I always tell you?
As long as it takes.
That's right. You're gonna hold down the fort while I'm gone?
With all the other red shirts that are still here. There's only, what, 3 people in this settlement whose names I know?
Keep a perimeter. Stay on alert.
You got it. Good luck.
And they're leaving. Excluding Herschel.
Want things to be the same every day.
Do you agree?
With most of it, yeah.
Jesus. I mean, they should have seen that for a while, unless, yeah, there's like a straight road. They should have seen that a while back. To be fair. Man, some Commonwealth soldiers got the got.
Knife slashed right through the neck guard. Shot between the armor gaps.
Aaron? The fuck? 1 week ago.
But not only is it born of hate.
This isn't like some ploy to like goad Maggie into joining them, is it?
There were a lot of stunned faces when I asked all of you to sit by a stranger today, and I'm still seeing a lot of awkwardness with the arrangement. Clenched butt cheeks. In the beginning, I was just going through the motions, but then one day it just wasn't. It was like a switch was flipped, and I could hear him again.
Okay.
Any hostiles in the territory?
We'll have troops with us just in case. Also, my boss, Carlson, will be with us. He's a little, well, you'll see.
Sorry to interrupt. Carlson's ready when you are.
Oh. Oh no. Okay. So maybe not. Maybe this group they went to go meet is the one that attacked.
God, you feel that? That rush? That mix of dopamine and adrenaline just...
What? I wish we would have saw, because I know we had a time skip and all that. I would have liked to have seen Gabriel's arc back to the church rather than just kind of come back and it be back. Because he was so on the opposite end of that before the time skip.
Sergeant Crow, do you copy? Over. Copy, sir. Over. You see? It's all good.
Are they gonna set up camp and somebody's gonna sneak into the camp and slit off? He's like, yeah, fuck this.
Just because of some pre-game jitters?
No, because your plan is shit, and I don't want to die. What's the largest group you found? 4. And there are 40 in there.
That's it.
I need you to trust that I know what I'm doing.
Fine.
Hey, I need you to wear that. It's part of your, costume.
Costume? Well, a few months ago I would have
This is
said
how
yes.
This is going to go.
Wait, is he taking off? Did he change characters? Did he switch his class? Gabriel's so interesting to me now, man, because he's so hard to read anymore. Did they all have scythes? Because one of the people up in the window had one too. Dude, that guy's huge. He has to duck to go under that doorway.
We come from a community called the Commonwealth. Well, it's a bit like the old world. 50,000 people live there. We have a functioning government, housing for everyone.
This can't be very long term. This is probably going to be about as short-lived as the Robert Patrick cameo, but...
And they have to have hookers too, right?
Huh.
You just let us in?
No, it's not easy at all. There's a screening process.
My audition. I tap dancing shoes. Do me a favor, fellas. Turn around and look in that back corner.
Oh, whoa.
All of them sat in the same seats you're sitting in right now. How dumb would that be for me to let you go?
It'd be dumb, okay? It'd be dumb.
Yes, it would. You remind me of old Billy Johnson.
Oh God.
You think I'm stupid too?
No, I do not.
Because I've got plenty of room on the shelf, right next to Billy. What do you want?
Exactly. What do you have that we would want? This place is a shithole. Why would we want it?
You want the meat?
You save yourself and your people by letting us go. We will never bother you. I promise that, okay?
This is a tense scene. I like it.
You will leave here. You will never come back.
Oh! Dude, what are you doing?
Keep him hostage. Lock this door. I'll be back when it's safe.
The fuck? What the fuck? 1 week and 1 hour ago. Wait, what was the last? Did we just rewind 1 week? Is this an hour before Aaron left with this party?
Hey, bud. What's up? No, 4 years sober next month. What is wrong?
Yeah, so this is some kind of play.
Tracks led to an apartment complex where some group is holed up. Leader dresses like a general.
Another warlord.
I send in a squad. They get cut down before they hit the door.
Then don't send a squad, send a company.
I ask for 100 troops. There's no way Milton doesn't notice. This seems like quite the misfire, Lance. No. A surgical solution.
Oh, man.
Wow, okay.
I like being retired. I get up, I meditate, then I get to go out and find people who need help and give them a second chance. It's zen, feels great.
And it could be taken from you.
Tired of living, Lance?
Go see the big chief and then do what you do.
And what about when things turn and I have to tell them what's what?
They'll fall in line. Everyone does.
The guns and the cargo you hijacked, the ones that you massacred my soldiers to get to, where are they?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
Don't you think
Made the shelf, warlord. Oh, whoa, hey, where'd you go, huh?
Yep, told you, short-lived. Good Lord.
Hold him.
Oh, it's...
Come on, let's go.
Can we follow him? Sir!
Wow, this is falling apart. Damn, Gabriel! Wow, this took a turn.
It's the best way in.
Where'd you get that?
You gave it to the guy who rode into Hilltop.
No, I didn't.
Then who did?
12 hours ago, during the attack. This is an interesting episode with the way it's framed out. Oh, shit!
Guy in charge is arguing with two others, a priest and a guy with a spike ball for an arm.
There's a community right here. You ask for Maggie, no one else. You tell her Gabriel and Aaron are in trouble. Go.
Damn, dude.
Threats. This is how we make the world safe.
Did they save Gabriel? I was wondering how Gabriel took that guy down while cuffed up. Man, remember when Gabriel was Negan's prisoner?
Negan?
Gabe.
Oh, wow.
Sir!
I turned my back for one goddamn minute!
Now. Yeah, we got Michael Biehn for way less than we got Robert Patrick.
Where are the weapons?
They don't have them.
I'm praying that you did steal them, because without them, we're dead. He's not gonna let any of us leave here alive.
Oh, wow. God damn, man. Wow, they're not even giving them time to answer any questions. They're just chucking people off the roof.
Your people have let you down.
So we have let them down.
Ian's dead, but he wasn't our first leader. We know this place better than the assholes in our house do.
They took out our best.
Yeah, but they needed to hear it.
So Negan's been hanging out with this group, I guess. Good thing the Commonwealth soldiers have stormtrooper aim when they need to, because Aaron got away pretty scot-free.
This place works because everyone.
Oh shit, was that it? Damn, that went by quick. That was an abrupt ending. Man, I really liked that episode. I think my biggest disappointment, like I mentioned in the video, is I really do wish we would have seen Gabriel, his journey back, because I felt like that arc got kicked off a little bit. Well, not really. When he confronted that priest that was part of the Reapers. His actions in that episode were kind of the antithesis of what I would have assumed his transition to returning to the previous Gabriel would be. And I don't know. I just don't know. Like, because he tells Aaron here now, what he told him in this episode is like the opposite of what he said the last time they were out together. I think it was in 10C. Where he just doesn't feel it anymore. He doesn't feel connected to God. He doesn't really believe in any of the teachings that he has anymore. He was very much so opposed to ever doing any of this kind of stuff again. And we saw him kind of push through and past all of those tenets for survival's sake, for their community's sake, in some ways that are definitely just not who he used to be. And he's going down this transition that even made Aaron himself disgusted at one point. So I was just like, where's this going? I would have liked to see that come back, because now it's just like he flipped. All that's gone. I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons they gave us that time skip, because they just wanted to reset some of these characters. Maybe they wanted to backtrack on some of the decisions they had made in the previous season, like that. I just feel like there could have been an interesting journey from him rediscovering his faith, if he truly has. I don't know. I feel like that would have been cool, because Gabriel has been kind of a fascinating character to keep an eye on these past few, mostly these last 2 seasons, I would say. This ex-CIA guy that Hornsby sent in with this group, you know, I just like, I kind of felt for him, you know, honestly, for a hot minute when he just when we got that flashback to how we got here. And he was like, listen, man, I help people now. I save people. I'm sober. Like, he's corrected a lot of the trauma from his past life, you know, doing all these dirty deeds for the government and stuff like that, being an assassin. And he's being asked to do that again, but he's he got morally snagged into it when it was like Hornsby played the guilt card and was like, all those young kids' deaths are on me, blah, blah, blah. And it seems to not even be the case. Like, I don't know. Is there actually weapons that are missing? Was there actually a carriage? What's Hornsby's game here? What is his gain here if this is a setup? Because so far it seems like there's no actual evidence that we have seen that this event even took place. They claim there's like, we saw our tracks come in here when what's-his-face was interrogating Michael Biehn. But, like, Aaron didn't see it. We didn't see it. Gabriel didn't see it. He's just running off the word of Hornsby. And this, maybe the whole point of this is just to clear out this area. I don't know. It does seem a little sketchy. But Maggie's got roped into this, so this is definitely going to set Alexandria and them a little bit at odds with the Commonwealth here. I'm sure Aaron... Well, I mean, can Aaron even go back now? Can Gabriel even go back now, depending on how this whole operation goes? What's that going to do for Alexandria's well-being? Because that was already on rocky turf since Maggie turned down the Commonwealth. But Maggie's there with Lydia and Elijah, so we'll see how that plays out. Negan was part of this little rogue warlord group. That was a fun reveal. Oh, this was a tense episode. I really liked that whole office sequence too. Michael Biehn was killing it and almost killed them. But man, it was a really good play. The diplomatic air and ability that comes with the characters we've grown up with. They have this knack for seeing the other side and empathizing and knowing the right tactics, because they've lived in this world way longer than any of these other people who have been living in the Commonwealth. Like Maggie says, like even though the actual purpose of this was to execute all of them, get him into that room with their leader to kill that leader, it goes to prove what Maggie said kind of to Lydia a little bit of correct, that these people have not been tested in over 10 years. What will happen when if the time comes that they are tested? What's going to happen then? Like a wall breaches. What's going to happen if their people get taken out, or there's tragedy, or with scarcity hits them? What's going to happen? I don't know. It's just an interesting thought to think about, because I think that whole scene was evidence of their lack of diplomacy as well. I mean, that unless that was a whole act from this guy to get in that, I don't know why that would be an act for him to want to get in a position where he's got a gun on his head, unless that's how he wanted to get the gun from the guy. Such a dangerous play. It worked out in his favor in the end, but I feel like that was only because of Gabriel and Aaron. But they knew exactly how to talk to this guy, how to speak to this guy, how to, finagle the diplomacy of the situation a lot better. But it seemed like the plan was always for it to go south regardless. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It was very sketchy. Especially I guess that's why he wanted to leave all the soldiers back at the camp this time, so that he could play this stealth card a little bit more. It wasn't really about the safety or anything like that. It was just about doing keeping his forces obscured. And then he's just chucking people off roofs, shot his own kid when the kid he brought with him was like, this isn't what I signed up for, and tried to run off, and they shot him, got him killed. Negan sent him to Maggie with that map in the hopes that he would warn them about Gabriel and Aaron. That's cool. I think that just sets up the dynamic we've seen a little bit more for that spinoff that they announced the other day too. But I feel like they've been setting that up like throughout the season so far. You know, the relationship that is developing between Negan and Maggie, and the way the kind of like growing, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Reluctant respect that they each have for one another at this point. Now that they can see eye to eye as leaders, and who were both in this level of desperation, Maggie's can like understand where Negan's coming from in a way that she couldn't before. It's really interesting, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to watch that spinoff. I don't know if I'll react to it. I might watch it. I don't know, because the Negan's hands down my favorite character. Him and Daryl are hands down my favorite characters in the show. Negan is just a fascinating character to see his interactions, see his evolution and all of that. So who knows? We'll see. That's not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about this episode of The Walking Dead, and I thought it was really fun. I like the way they parsed out these puzzle pieces throughout the story to give us the full picture. It was a lot of fun. I really like this episode, especially with how slow and methodical and like more character-based, tension building, world building, progressing this dynamic between the other communities and the Commonwealth. Played out in the last episode. This one gave us a lot of that more tense action in it to kind of balance that out, also while also revealing to some of our characters a little bit of the nastiness that's creeping in, that's hiding in the shadows of the Commonwealth. It's fun stuff, man. Guys, what do you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that on my socials down in the description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode or any of the other ones, you check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, gets you access as well. Speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy, Share, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey, Scott, Mark, Grace, Mary, Bradley, Nate, Proudy, and Melita. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your continued support. And everybody else who's been supporting these videos, supporting the channel, liking, commenting, subscribing, all you guys, I love you so much. You have no idea. But that is it for this video. And I'll see you all next week with the next episode of The Walking Dead. Take care, everybody.